if I try.
Better not play that. I'll end up getting kicked off YouTube because it's a popular song and somebody owns a copyright. By the way, that's how they're going to shut down the internet. They're going to claim copyright violations. You know, they can always distort rules and regulations to achieve an ulterior motive, and it's not unheard of, as many of us TriMet people know. Well, in a breaking news story here, we have yesterday Steve Fung posted up. How the heck can cars come through that fast, that intersection? Do you mind telling me? I mean, look at that. See, it's like there's a stop sign over there, but yet they're like coming through so fast. It's unbelievable. I'm going around this way. I don't like that turn. Yeah, Steve Fung posted up some pictures of the deteriorated and dilapidated Sunset Break Room. Believe it or not, today they have a plan of action to fix it up, and it's gonna be February. It's, you know, not tomorrow, but well, you know, the bureaucracy can't work any faster than that. The fact that there's even a plan the next day is, I've never seen anything like that in all the years I've been at TriMet. There's that kind of response to that kind of thing. I mean, I couldn't even get them to change like bus stop signs for buses that don't stop at the stops anymore for 3 weeks, you know? Never mind actually like get something painted up and remodeled. Wow, what the heck's going on with that? How come all of a sudden they decided to do that? That's weird. Whoops, there's the traffic, there's the train. So yeah, that's an interesting development of TriMet management getting the job done within, look at this, look, yep, he didn't know where he's going. TriMet management getting the job done and getting it done like that day. That's unheard of, really. Usually it takes longer than that to get an answer on these things. Well, congratulations to Steve for getting that notice. Those were some interesting pictures. Pre-owned cars, see, that's different from used cars. On the other front, let's see. Yeah, I don't, you know, we're still getting through our work week on the second last day of the sign up, and you know, it's always sad for me to leave these sign-ups because I get so attached to the passengers. It's just unbelievable, you know. It really is kind of unbelievable, actually. I mean, I would probably think most people think I'm nuts, but I developed some really nice friendships on these buses, and it's I don't know, it's incredible, really. I mean, that's the whole beauty of the job. When I'm behind the wheel of that bus, there is no TriMet management. They don't even exist, you know. All of a sudden, the passengers have become the focus. And I'm still battling this ADA nonsense. Oh my God. What a bunch of fucking assholes, huh? Oh man, everybody's all paranoid about it. Anybody I tell about it is all immediately like, oh my God. Well, now I'm going to have to do it too. You know? It's like, Jesus, man. They're not going to be as psycho to you as they are to me. I mean, all the regulations are always interpreted differently for me. Always applied much more stringently when it comes to me. So don't freak out, man. Now, you know, this company needs to get its shit together, man. If they can't get the audible stop announcement, then you get your goddamn audio recording shit together so that you can back up some of your accusations, you know, on this bullshit of these secret fucking riders. Oh, that's the other thing. I sent in my public records request to get I want to know who contracts to TriMet to get those secret riders, and how much is that contract costing. And as soon as I find that out, I will head on down to the company that provides them and check them out myself. I want to find out about these people, and I intend to. I want to find out who they are, what training they get, what's going on here. I want to know how much it's costing too, because I'll bet you it's going to cost less to put audio recorders. A little $39 recorder can get your audio file, and you can listen for yourself what's going on. Of course, good luck. I mean, I've done, well, I can't say that, but when you get your little accusation, you go through your audio file and you can find out what's really going on and what's really not going on, okay? Because, these I say that he didn't, and I say that I did. And I want instead of the random ride, let's do the whole fucking ride, like Jeff Atkinson said at the meeting, You can't tell shit from one ride. I mean, there's a percentage, any reasonable person, I guess, which are not too many around here, might realize that we're actually not a machine. I mean, I know they don't really seem to think that. They think we are a machine, and we can just, I don't know what to say to these management, really, about it. I mean, I do a good job, and I call my stops, and the fact that they're dragging me through this is got to be related to their animosity they feel towards me, because they have no basis for this complaint. I actually do it, and I've been through this before with them. So there's something wrong. There's something wrong with their system. I mean, it's really broken, because the first one I got, which was, who knows, I don't know when it was, and I looked at it and went, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm calling the fucking stops. There was no appeal or anything, it's just the same old nonsense. Look at this motherfucker, he's tailgated me all the way up here. Oh, look, now he's jumping around me. God, I just can't stand the way people drive in their vehicles. It just drives me fucking insane, man. I didn't forget the quarters. Still battling that nonsense, I just want a fair shake, and I think I speak for all operators. We want you to start acting like a responsible, fair organization instead of this nonsense, And we resent, the idea that they're looking at, operator took his hands off the wheel to talk to somebody, to gesture. Fucking too fucking bad, man. Okay? What the fuck? You get to the point, you've gone so far overboard, and this is happening across North America, where the bus drivers are being targeted as, I don't know what this is all about. It's not just a TriMet. You have to understand. I'm one of the more effective spokespersons for the driver, because you don't see much pushback anywhere. And where's the union? They're nowhere around. They're off to Romania. I mean, McFarland did a little editorial today, and he talks about the union holding up the disciplinary process. It's all the union's fault I guess he said it was 18 drivers. There's 18 drivers with 150 complaints. So that's interesting. 18 out of what, 1,300? Anyway, he has said that it's the union. I'm giving notice to the union. There he goes again. See how he is? He's giving notice. He's telling them again. He's going to impose his will again. This is what we keep going through with him. He keeps telling you, I'm giving you notice that this is what I'm going to do. And you know what? That doesn't really work too well, because you need cooperation, not confrontation. You think you're going to be able to roll over everybody, and we're just not going to roll over for you, Neil. Not because you say so, okay? Not because you think you're the king. You think you're some kind of Napoleon guy. You don't need to cooperate. You don't need to make any kind of concessions about anything. It's all on your terms, because you're the boss, right? No, you're not the fucking boss, Neil. This is not your fucking company. This is not your fucking personal money. This is goddamn tax money, taxpayers' money, not your money. And you're accountable just as much as we are to the taxpayers. You don't get to say, what is and what isn't, even though you have a megalomaniac idea of things. You think that you can just make rules and everybody has to follow them because they come from you. Well, this is not your company, Neil. You don't own it, okay? As a matter of fact, you're one of the biggest leeches there is in the system. You've been here 20 years sucking down money for what? For building light rail. 200,000, 230,000, 300, who knows? You've made over $2 million here. Tax money. And what have you provided this? What have you provided this service area? A bunch of rail. Okay, it's faster than the bus, but there's been so many people that have been hurt by your rail expansion. Okay, so you got a little bit better service to Portland. Big fucking deal. And how many people have been abandoned? How many people can't get to work? How many areas in the service district have you stopped covering? You really haven't helped this area at all. And the idea that you actually think that you own this company, that you're gonna decree, you're gonna put out a proclamation. I'm serving notice that we're gonna do it this way, yeah, because I'm the owner, exalted ruler, and I can do that. I don't think it kind of works that way, especially since you're not the owner. It's the taxpayers that own this place, not you. I know you think you're the owner, just like Fred did. You think you actually own it and you can do whatever you want. It's not you that owns it. It's the public. And that includes your drivers. Okay? You don't own us. You don't own our union. We don't owe you anything. Okay? You want us to be reasonable, then you be reasonable. Why do we have to cater to your wishes? Because you're an exalted leader? I mean, Fred never pulled this kind of shit with me. Fred never gave these proclamations out like this guy does. You know, I proclaim that this is how it's going to be because I am exalted ruler and I have the power to make you do my bidding. Arrest that man. I mean, if it were up to Neil, he'd have us all thrown in a dungeon, you know, because that's the kind of leader he is. You know, you do it your way, my way, or else. No. And about these problem drivers, and Eric made a good comment, I do. These drivers were all trained and recruited, got through the probation. They're all products of TriMet management, okay? They're only here because of management. Now, if they got through the recruiting and the training and the probation, okay, there's only two possibilities. Either the management who's in control of all those processes, a complete bunch of ignorant fools who don't see problem drivers in front of them, or part two is that the environment which this person who was a good operator when they started, this environment has somehow poisoned them into a toxicity which has created in them a nightmare person. Now, they could have been abused by passengers, so they could have been abused by management, they could have gotten exhausted from the workload. There's no way to really know. So those are the only two possibilities. Either the management's a bunch of fucking idiots at the training and recruiting, or the management has created a very horrible work environment, and I think that's more like what actually happened. Is the work environment is so toxic here that people that were nice when they got here have turned into brutal, mean, horrible people. You know, you have these people working 10, 11, 12 hours every day, you know, long days, all hours of the night, all hours of the morning, and then you wonder why they get mean. And I've been saying it over and over and over. You cannot create a toxic environment and end up with, oh, we're so happy and friendly because we're so fucking miserable, so we're gonna make everybody else miserable.